Welcome to the Didactic Tailoring by Giuseppe. Today we talk to you about teaching and courage. We can teach or be taught as parents, as strangers, as teachers, as friends, but also as teachers of ourselves. I believe that every time we teach, we transmit two things. We transmit information, and this information depends on the context we are in. For example, during a math class, a teacher transmits information on how to solve an equation. A parent who teaches a child to ride a bike gives information on how to keep balance. But we also convey a second message, and that is always the same. This message doesn't change with the context. The message is you are worthy of learning from me, and you can do it on your own. It's a message of hope. You can face the future, you can face the unknown. I tried to represent this idea through a drawing. The authors of this drawing are me for the idea and Sarah for the practical realization. She's a 21-year-old girl who, unlike me, can draw very well. Surroundings are arid as evidenced by this terrain. Hopes are low. There is a high wall and a door. This is not just any door, it is the door to the unknown, the door to the future. When it opens, we will able to face the future. There is a girl who waits patiently for the doors of the unknown, the doors of the future to open. She is ready. She is not afraid. Why is she so strong and relaxed? She is confident because of the things she has learned that are next to her in the form of objects. The books she has read alone or at school, the bicycle, a symbol of the things she learned from her parents, a smartphone with which she came into contact with the world, her favorite music which she listened to while she waits, a ball, a symbol of what she has learned from her friends, the passport, a symbol of what she has learned on her own, taking risks and getting out of her comfort zone, art, symbolized by a painting by Magritte, etc. She is strong. All the teaching she has received have become her culture. In fact, she is the only part of this drawing that is colored. There are many more objects piled up next to the girl, and they continue beyond the edge of the paper. That's why the bike and the picture are halfway there. It's a kind of etc. The girl's name is a quote from Rousseau's book Emile. Sophie only appears in the fifth chapter and is Emile's bride. She is a secondary character and suffers from many macho stereotypes of the time in which the book was written. The real protagonist is Emile. Since I wanted to symbolize all the kids, both boys and girls, with this drawing, I chose to call her Sophie to make her the protagonist. The name of the drawing, Sophie Before the Unknown is inspired by a parable by Franz Kafka in his novel The Trial. Kafka's parable was called Before the Law. Whatever you teach, math, history, cycling, you are also teaching you can make it to the future. The courage to face the unknown is the only constant. Of course, you can try to sterilize this message and accompany every teaching with you are worthless. But the moment you are teaching something, your hidden message is a message of hope.